Sirianni, that was terrible. Run the goddamn ball. It's not hard.
Sirianni on the hot seat?
I hope so.
It's a sorry-ass team. 90% of the money was on Eagles' money line. It's a business.
You think it was rigged?
It's all rigged, man. It's billions, man. Let me get a piece of that pie.
Was the paint worth it?
It's always worth it, but this game fucking sucked.
Hey, you throw a pick when you still got a timeout left.
Welcome to the fucking ref show. 2024. Big night for the refs.
They got to run the ball, though, at the end.
They got to run the ball.
What's it going to feel like going into work tomorrow?
Really shitty. Really fucking shitty.
Alpha 3 is back. I mean, disappointing loss, to say the least. It's infuriating. I don't know what's worse, a loss like that or what happened to the Cowboys, which was just getting blown out from the beginning. I mean, I think getting blown out is a better loss because at least you know at the beginning of the game, like you know the first quarter of the game that the game is lost. Like, you know that. And then you're just crossing your fingers to see if you can come back. A loss like what happened to the Eagles is way, way worse. It stings way, way worse. Especially because of the stupid-ass no-brainer mistakes that they were making. I heard somebody sent a video today in a group text. Of course, I did win my fantasy football game. And, of course, the commissioner did lose again. And his cronies lost. Him and his cronies are the worst performing teams in the league. So I would expect that there's going to be some cheating and some manipulating going on in the league that we're going to have to overcome. But get back to the Eagles. They're like no-brainer. Like, again, they sent a video and getting fans' reactions leaving the stadium. And one dude was blaming Vegas. One dude was blaming the refs. I mean, enough of this already. Enough. It isn't the refs' fault or Vegas' fault that they went for it on fourth down instead of going for the field goal in the first quarter. That's nobody's fault but the dumbass coach's decision. It's not Vegas' fault or the refs' fault when Devontae Smith drops a ball that he should have caught. It's not the ref's fault. It's not Vegas's fault when in the last drive you should have ran the fucking ball instead of throwing it to the running back. All right, I get the running back should be able to catch the ball in that situation. I get that. But you don't even put him in that position because that's not his primary job. His primary job is to run the ball. All right? If you're going to throw it to receiver, not to the fucking running back. But you shouldn't be throwing the ball in the first place. You should be running it. All right? That's what you should be doing. It isn't the ref's fault or Vegas's fault that the defensive coordinator calls plays that allows wide receivers a 20-yard open space for even Daniel Jones can dink and dunk it down the field. All right? That's the coaching's decision. So I don't want to hear this. It's just, we've been talking about this stupid shit, at least I have, for years. Situational awareness. Taking the totality of the circumstances. Thinking strategically, tactically. All right? Calling plays to win the game. That's the difference. All right, so we're just doing the same shit we've been doing for the last 2-3 years. So I would say there's hope for the future. But how can I even say that? Because they're not learning from their mistakes. As a matter of fact, it makes them tougher in their resolve. Their resolve becomes stronger so they can somehow prove that they were right. But they're wrong every single fucking time. And I got a little message for Saquon because I like him. I like him on this team. He is a horse, and I want him on this team. But if you're going to bring that loser attitude, if you're going to bring that give away the game attitude like you did in East Rutherford, then I don't want you. All right? I don't want you. You should have left that shit up in North Jersey. So anyway, frustrating loss. But in the end, I don't give a fuck. Right? Because Alpha 3 understands that the rest of the division sucks so bad that we're gonna win by. Hopefully, we'll win the division by default, but we'll see what happens. All right, but AJ Brown is out for the Saints, and I'm gonna say right now, because I'm a realist, it's not looking good this week for an Eagles win. I would say they would bounce back, but after the press conference with a Goomba, and I know those cunts downtown in the Department of Correction don't like me using the term Goomba, but that Goomba down in South Philly, Sirianni, was already like trying to be defiant. So we'll see what happens, but it's not looking good. The Saints are coming in fired up, ready to fucking go, and we're looking like a bunch of fucking clowns with our thumb up our asses. So we'll fucking see what happens. I do have a couple Saints on my fantasy team. I have Carr, Olave. I have him. So I'm hoping they have big games, but not really. Right? So that's the thing that I hate about fantasy football is fantasy football. And the only reason why I'm actually even in the league is so I can fucking troll the commissioner and his flapping butt buddies, his penetrators, his asshole penetrator cronies that cheat. Right? That's the only reason why I like to troll their asses. But besides that, I hate fantasy football because what it does is it pits your players that you want to win with against the team that you root for. So that fucking sucks. But now I can easily bench those players because I got players that can replace them. Like I got Richardson from the Colts, and I have some other good players that I can replace them with. But why? Right? Why? But anyway, I'm about to hit this gym. So Alpha 3 is out. Send it.